Welcome to the iFilm channel. If you like what you see, please leave a comment, like the video, subscribe, and consider sharing the video as well. Historical drama adapted from several plays from Shakespeare's Henriade, directed and co-written by David Micott. The story centers on Hal, played by Timothée Chalamet, a wayward prince and reluctant heir to the English throne, who has turned his back on royal life and is living among the people. But when his tyrannical father dies, Hal is crowned King Henry V. Now the young king must navigate the palace politics, chaos and war his father left behind, and the normal emotional strings of his past life, including his relationship with his closest friend and mentor, the aging alcoholic knight Jean Falstaff, played by Joel Edgerton. In 2013, it was revealed that Joel Edgerton and David Micott had collaborated on writing an adaptation of Shakespeare's Henriade plays Henry IV Parts 1 and 2 and Henry V for Warner Bros. Pictures. In September 2015, it was announced that Micott would direct the project with Warner Bros. In February 2018, Timothée Chalamet joined the cast, with Brad Pitt, Dede Gardner and Jeremy Kleiner producing, alongside Liz Watts, under their Plan B Entertainment banner. Ultimately, Netflix distributed the film instead of Warner Bros. In March 2018, Edgerton joined the cast of the film. In May 2018, Robert Pattinson, Ben Mendelsohn, Sean Harris, Lily Rose Depp, Tom Glencairney, and Thomas McKenzie joined the cast. Dean Charles Chapman joined in June. Principal photography began on 1st June 2018 and wrapped in August 24. The film had its world premiere at the Venice Film Festival on 2nd September 2019. It screened at the BFI London Film Festival on 3rd October 2019 and received a limited release on 1st October 2019 before being released on Netflix for digital streaming on November 1st, 2019. The review aggregator website Rotten Tomato reported an approval rating of 70% based on 132 reviews with an average rating of 6.54 out of 10. The website's critical consensus read, "While The King is sometimes less than the sum of its impressive parts, strong source material and gripping performance makes this a period drama worth hailing." Metacritic, which used a weighted average, assigned the film a score of 61 out of 100 based on 36 critics, indicating generally favorable reviews. The King is an interesting period drama with a gripping plot about a man struggling to find his identity and realizing the mantle of king that he now possesses. The man who have no desires to be one, yet is forced to be one. How Henry took action is what shocks me in this film. His charisma, his cunning and slow yet brilliant way of thought, decision-making at its finest, and the brilliant performance brought by Timothée Chalamet is something to behold in a sense of how good he is in this film. The King sends a message on how human mind thinks. At least the King sends a message to me. How Henry has a different thought than how his father would take actions, how his mind display a different feeling towards enemies, and how he rule his kingdom with his problem solvings instead of anger and lust for war. The message on how we as an individual think that we do is a must might hurt others. How we need to find a different route towards the complete goal of peace. That is what the King tells me. Henry does not lust for bloodshed and war. Henry does not desire the head of his enemies as his trophies. Henry does not aspire to conquer other neighboring kingdoms. Henry aspires not of what his father craves, yet what he believes is the best for his kingdom and for those close to him. Henry does not desire to step on a battlefield with mud, swords, and chainmail in both fronts, yet Henry desires to meet in salience within the urgency of peace and not war. King Henry V is the king that sought peace and desires not the red that most kings smiles upon. Henry V of England, the true King of England. May long he reign with his erudition, talent, wisdom, and his tranquility. In The King, Timothy Chalamet is glorious.